there, folks. Long time no speak. That's the 6th, I think, of May now. It's a month and a half since we should have left the European Union. I think we should change the calendar from Anno Domini to after Brexit, or ABB even, after Brexit betrayal. But anyway. I've been noticing something quite interesting. Now, I'm no fan of any politics or any political party. It's all satanic as far as I'm concerned. It's all squabbling inside an inherently evil system. But I've been watching a few debates that Sargon has been having around the place, and he's been more effective, not in his debates, than I've ever seen any politician ever. He's articulate, and a lot of what he talks about exactly lines up to natural law, although he never says it. But what he's saying about equality of outcomes and looking after people and all this kind of stuff is in exact alignment with natural law. And obviously there's the lamestream media from all spectrums is trying to smear him. But it was amazing. I saw when he went to Gibraltar, I saw him having articulate debates with people, and then a couple of days later he'd done so well that he'd really put the wind up the Conservatives and Labour and all that, so they shipped a load of their career politicians over to try and do the same thing. And they were all interviewed by the local bought and paid for what used to be known as the media, but it's just a propaganda service in Guernsey or Jersey, wherever he was. And but it was embarrassing to watch. It was absolutely embarrassing. These lamestream politicians, she was just coming out with the same old platitudes of, oh, I'm from Labour and we're going to change everything. Oh yeah, well, yeah, last time Labour changed everything. We went into an illegal war in Iraq, and Tony Blair basically destroyed any kind of semblance of democratic government by putting the civil service in charge of all levels of government, which, if you watch today's UK column, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So there's no democracy in Westminster, but the whole system, I mean, democracy is just mob rule anyway, but the whole system is set up purely to keep people divided, left and right, red and white. You know, you got in America, you got a donkey and the elephant, whatever the hell those mean between the two. Labour and Conservative over here. You've also got Liberals, which are complete communists. So you've got, you know, whichever way you look at it, nothing ever changes. It's the people behind them that change everything. So they've got an agenda. It's outcome-based politics, the same as outcome-based education. They know what they want to end up with. So whoever goes in, you know, I mean, Sargon hasn't shut up yet because obviously the security services haven't put any dodgy pictures on his computer yet, or you know, that kind of thing. That's generally what they do to blackmail politicians into doing the will of the state actors. So it's a real breath of fresh air to hear somebody talking sense with politics, and however, I don't think it'll be allowed to continue. One way or the other, they'll do something to because all this crap. I saw Piers Corbyn, Jeremy's brother, was doing a climate change thing at Speaker's Corner the other day. There are videos on the internet, and this bought and paid for soy boy, for want of a better word, came along and tried to steer it and make out that he was anti-Semitic. Well, Piers Corbyn, last thing he is anti-Semitic. I mean, most of the Labour Party is not anti-Semitic, but Jeremy Corbyn didn't have enough of a backbone just to say piss off. You know, I mean, so this is all part of it. You know, it's about keeping that in place because they know they're losing control. They know they're losing this left-right paradigm. They know that people aren't believing it anymore, and things like anti-Semitism or racism. Oh, you're a racist. Oh, am I? I didn't think so. I just want equality. These things mean nothing anymore. They've been banding around so much, and you know, now you've got the rise of the likes of Extinction Rebellion, which are just banker financed useful idiots, so that they can roll out green derivatives and stuff. That I can see what the Conservatives were talking about a few years ago, about bringing around something what they called creative destruction, which is basically destroy everything, the whole lock and stock and barrel, everything that's come before, and starting again. But no man is no man is fit to rule. And it just goes to show why what am I trying to say here? That even though each side's trying to smear each other, they're all part of the same ridiculous, childlike system. You know, everybody's saying, "Oh, Russia's bad," and you know, America's good, and all this crap. When really, you know, Donald Trump, Putin, Netanyahu, May, the chimps in the European Union, they're all part of the same satanic gang. They're all, I mean, they're all cults. They're all religions. You know, the government is the religion of slavery and violence. Church religions are just another form of politics. They're about getting you to stand down and just blindly follow whatever the guy in the bell priest says who stood up in front of you. And that doesn't matter what religion it is. There's only one true religion, and that's natural law, and that comes directly from our Creator. And you can only really worship him by living by it. And none of us are perfect. But if you get it right when you start out, if you manage to live 5% by natural law, then as you learn more about it, you'll live 10% by natural law. It'll come naturally and it'll gradually build a build. Life doesn't have to be hard if you're in the right mindset, because remember, the universe is a mirror. Whatever your mental attitude is, the universe will deliver that. If you've got a negative mental attitude, the universe will deliver you a negative outcome. So the Brexit betrayal was bound to happen, because the people in Parliament have been doing the bidding of their masters. They actually believe that they're sovereign, and they don't actually have to do what we tell them. Well, that's fine, but that makes them unfit for purpose. So we should be asking for the close down of Parliament. But that's not going to happen. The last time that happened was when Oliver Cromwell saw that it was so corrupt that he closed it down for 15 years. And we had a bit of a renaissance in this country. I know I go on about it, but it's true. But that only worked because he was a pious man. He believed in God. Whatever you perceive God to be, at the end of the day, it all leads back to natural law. But you must worship the Creator by living it, not just paying it lip service. It's all very well, you're saying, oh yeah, I live by natural law, and then going over and using, directly supporting the state by, say, being a tax collector or working in a government department or anything like that. I can't stand the mentality. Now, I've got nothing against the people inside the uniform, but I can't understand the mentality of somebody who would want a job dishing out parking tickets. Now, some people are sociopaths, but why would you want to just put about all that human misery every single day in, day out, making people miserable? You've got to be some kind of evil bastard to do that, haven't you? But the people who were manning the concentration camps, the work camps during the Second World War, and the British soldiers that were manning the concentration camps in South Africa during the Boer War, all use the same term, I'm just following orders. Well, that makes you a Satanist then, doesn't it? It makes you inherently evil. Anyway, I just wanted to make a short video. I'm trying to keep on topic and make these videos much shorter. So I'm going to leave it there, and enjoy Sargon's videos, because it is a breath of fresh air in politics. But I don't want to get involved in the system. Not because I'm afraid that or think that my vote don't count, even though it doesn't count. The reason I'm not getting involved is because it's inherently satanic, and I've walked away from that. So that's my reasons. But that doesn't mean to say I can't discuss it. You got to remember, George Carlin once said, if you somebody said to him, if you don't vote, then you've got no right to complain. And his response was, If you voted for them, it's your fucking fault we're in the mess we're in the first place. So just contemplate on that for a minute. Anyway, have a great day, and I will catch you another day.